Hi there. Welcome to a series of videos called English for Emerson. On this channel, we've been doing a few lessons on social skills, which I think are very, very important and very, very lacking in supply among the population. And that's why I'm making these videos, because I think it's something that is not taught in school in particular. And a lot of times you get negative social skills from your peer group and your family. What are you to do? Well, if you end up on this channel watching these videos, maybe I can be of some help to you, because I started off with very, very poor social skills. It's something I've had to develop over time. And as most people do, we learn as we go with social skills. We've done several lessons, and this one is going to be about curiosity. You know, one of the problems that we have as human beings is that we're desperate for the approval of the people around us. It's a natural human thing because we're tribal animals, if you get right down to it. We depended for our life to be part of a tribe. Throughout thousands of years of evolution, we depended on the group to survive. Today, it's not so vital. A person cannot leave the house, have a job on a computer, order food and other supplies online, and basically not leave the house quite easily in this day and age. And we're not dependent on our tribe to survive anymore, which is good in some ways, but it's also negative in others, because we're losing the ability, I think, to relate to one another in many ways. It's kind of sad, actually. When I'm going about my daily life, I'm surrounded by people, but many of whom are not engaging with one another. They're on the phone, and they have earbuds in or headphones on, and they're completely disengaged from the people who are around them. This is normal life at this point. When you order something online, you oftentimes nowadays don't even meet the person who brought it to you at the door. Leave it at the door. Do not knock. And on public transportation, it would be quite rare for people to interact with one another who don't know each other. People are just kind of locked away in their own little world. I think this is very, very, very healthy in some ways to have healthy boundaries. You wouldn't want to just be going up to everybody who you didn't know, telling them about yourself. It would be kind of odd. It would not be really respecting their boundaries. However, the inability to engage when you want to is as big of a problem as it would be to engage too much. And that's what this video is about today. This is what this lesson is about today, is to be curious. Sometimes when we really want to get to know somebody else, we don't know how, because we've lost that skill. It's important in our relationships to be curious about the people who are around us. Let me give you an example. I was texting with a woman recently, going back and forth a little bit. We had several texts back and forth. I asked her, what do you do? What's that like? How's that going for you? Do you follow me? She was involved in some kind of small business, and I asked her about it. And she replied, yes, here's what I'm doing. I have so many orders this week. It's great. I'm really enjoying it. And then some kind of very cliche thing like live your best life, or something like live life every day. I don't know what the hell that even means, live life every day. But that's pretty much what I got out of her. There was not, from her to me, there was not one question about what I did, what I was interested in, how my day was, nothing. She talked about what she was doing, and she basically gave me directions about living my best life or live life every day or something like this. That was it. That was the extent of the communication. There was absolutely no curiosity about what was going on in my world whatsoever. And this is something that runs rampant in our life. We're on the phone all the time, myself included, seeing, putting on posts of whatever. Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. And we're trying to get likes, myself included, but we're really not asking questions of other people a lot of times that are really showing, not just to get them to talk, but really showing some real curiosity about what's going on in their world. Not asking questions so we can have something to talk about, but genuinely asking them what's going on in their world, what's happening in their own experience. People need to display some curiosity about the world that's around them. This childlike curiosity of the world. You can imagine a kid, playing out in the yard, looking at bugs and staring at leaves and chasing after butterflies. This is a healthy way to go through life, having some natural curiosity about the world. Naturally, we lose that as we get older. People are fascinating creatures. Everyone has a story. Everyone has a particular skill, something that they're proud of, something they're good at, a unique something that happened to them in childhood. Everybody is a mystery. It's a very, very healthy thing to ask some real questions about what's going on in somebody else's life and show not judgment about them, not judging what their answers are, but really showing some interest in other people. This is a skill that a lot of people no longer have. They're just interested, sadly. With the phone, we're really staring at ourselves all day long, taking pictures of ourselves, posting what we've been up to, making TikTok videos about ourselves, watching our own videos about ourselves. We've become a very, very narcissistic society. You're like way above the average person, especially among men, if you show some natural, real, genuine curiosity about what's going on with people. Have you read any books lately that have been interesting? Where was the last place you went on a really good vacation? Where'd you grow up? Where'd you go? Where'd your family go when you were a kid? That was a fun place to go. What happened there? Anything about that kind of stuff. People have every single human being has a story. It's primarily something that happened, about their childhood and where they grew up and what their parents were like. But every single person has a unique story. It's completely different from everybody else's in the entire world. Show some curiosity about what people have been through and what they've been up to, and you're going to be far beyond the average narcissistic, tuned out person who's on their headphones and not paying attention to what's going on around them. Showing some natural curiosity about people and the world around you is a huge social skill that is a lost art.